YouTube? This is GalacticGod, and welcome to another episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Chat. Now first off, I want to kind of apologize for the lateness of this video. I've been really swamped with schoolwork this week, and as well as my regular job, and just being able to make the constant videos that I usually try and do has kind of fallen a little bit on the wayside, and I do apologize. And I apologize for this video kind of going up as late as it did. But technically it's still Sunday, at least in my time zone, so I'm still on track with the Sunday schedule for Yu-Gi-Oh! Chat. Anyways, that out of the way, this week I kind of wanted to talk about side decking, or more specifically the side deck itself. Now, me and some buddies of mine got to talking, over this last week or so about the side deck and how important it's become to the game. How having the right kind of cards in your side deck to defeat any kind of deck has really become, an important part of the dynamic of dueling. And so we got to thinking and talking, and we started, talking about like, what if the side deck was smaller than 15 cards? What if it was only 10 cards? Or what if it was only 5 cards? And then we got to talking like, what if there was, no side deck? How much that would change and affect the game? And to me, I think without a side deck, a lot of players might resort back to making some kind of a toolbox kind of deck. I think a lot of people would be more focused on, having an answer to everything. Maybe something in your deck that could stop burn, something in your deck that could stop, real aggro beatdown, just a little bit of everything in there. And then some of my other buddies were saying that, maybe they would just ignore having a toolbox and just focus on, whatever theme, whatever made their deck, really good, and just, focus on that, because everybody else would have a hodgepodge. And then that kind of deck would, one that was real focused would be able to take all the hodgepodges apart because they wouldn't have enough answers just for that one deck. And so my question is to you, like, if there was no side deck available, what do you think duelists would do? Do you think they would have kind of a toolbox kind of deck for everything? Or do you think they would ignore that and just focus on making their one theme deck really strong? And so just go ahead and leave your comments below on what you think. And I guess that's it for this week. This is GalacticGod, out.